We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the San Francisco 49ers. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back.
Ready, get ready. You ready? 6, right there. 56. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Hey, Charlie! 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check, 56.
Throwing now. Ryan on first down. Gets it off to Freeman. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
56, right there. 56. Push him back. Check 43.
On first and 10, it's Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3.
Hey, Tuesday. 56 is the mic. Bud. Mike 56. You get what me.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. That's complete to Smith. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 34.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
54, south. Hey, seam 6. Danny. Let's go, get up.
To throw again is Ryan. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 30 on second down, Garoppolo, man open, it's Goodwin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up a touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
From Falcon territory now, here's first and 10 at the 42-yard line. Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. Open man is Jacob Hollister. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Check safety, check safety. 21. Lock. Bravo. Stay hot.
Here's Garoppolo on first and 10. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been... And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Matt Breida, touchdown number 15 on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Gold with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Watch the eye. Hey, alert 3. Wide, get wide. Watch the ship. Hey,
Now Ryan. Now they go screen, it's complete. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner. Everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
56 to Mike. 50. Hey, Delta. Bound to lose one. Mike 56. Mike 56. All right, T. Let's. All right, T. Mike, get it away, Jack.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. This one complete into the hands of Maurice Fountain. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third.
Hey, South! Smooth!
7-7, our score after one.
The score tied 7-7.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Walk 54. Walk 54.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
That's 39.
All the way back home.
Kill, kill, kill. Chance. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Hey, check.
Ryan will throw again. It's caught. Jones. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 29-yard line.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Yo. Got it. Yo. Mike's 54. Check. 54. Let's go, Ty.
Again, Ryan. And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up 2nd down. No, third down. And that right there, his first incompletion of the game, pretty remarkable.
And so let's start talking about all-time records, because with that incompletion, maybe over a 2-game sequence, or maybe starts a new streak now, because Ryan Tannehill, over 2 games, hit 25 straight. Now, the incompletion, we're taking this record out of play. But Mark Brunell, when he's with Washington, 22 straight completions to start a game. This guy is on fire.
Now it's Ryan. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve, and that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
And Bryant's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game, for here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
On first down, here's Breida. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he's got this down to the 35. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Garoppolo's throw taken in by Samuel. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
X3, 218, chopper.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. I got
12, fellas, here we go.
Check Mike 27, check.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
11.
Check, check. Right. Fresno. Bang, south. Bang, bang. Bang, bang.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career, and Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Hey, south. Crunch.
Hey, exit.
They toss to Freeman. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. 9 yards on the run there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Hey, watch your leg.
Check 99.
Hey, express.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now Ryan on first down. They'll set up the screen to Smith. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Ready. 25.
56.
Check. You better break.
They'll run here with Freeman. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Hey, 59, ready. Tighten up, 6-6, bullet high.
Again, it'll be Freeman. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Check, check.
They'll try and run. Freeman. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. The kick by Bryant is good, and the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
We own them. Check out.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Greystone, travel. Go ahead.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work, while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that Puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Check it back. Check 24. Check 24. Check 3. Got it.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
And it's third down.
Ready, blue 80.
Right there, 56. Hey.
21.
He's crossing. He's checking credit. 36.
Hey, South.
You got motion man. You got motion man right there.
Space.
56.
Ito Smith, his first carry. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. The Falcons send out their punter, standing just outside his own goal line. Let's take it inside his own 40. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
First and 10.
Let's go, D.
Breida, he'll try the right side. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Desmond Trufant there making the tackle.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 23.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
65.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
11.
Check Mike 45.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his second touchdown on the season. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the third. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Tackle made by Tanner Vallejo.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hey, Echo.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Wild Bill. Wild Bill.
21.
54. Mike.
Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Fielded at about the 28. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Garoppolo now. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And some space here. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Matt Breida, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
11.
Check 26, check 26.
Check 13.
Protein spill.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the fourth and final quarter. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
All day, just like that. Just like that.
13.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Vic Beasley making it look easy, cruising in for the sack.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
It's going to be a long day. Back. Watch twitch.
21. Here we go. Hey, gun.
Watch the motion.
11.
27. Check Mike, 27. Go. Mike, 27.
Hey, orbit.
27. Okay, double.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Ryan. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Check Mike, 54. Mike, 50.
Alpha.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this two shall pass, and it finally kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. A gain there of 30 big ones. They run. Devontae Freeman. And some room to work. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his 11th touchdown of the year, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score. Bryant's extra point up and good, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a two-point conversion. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Niners on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Fielded at the 20. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. A 4th quarter score, meanwhile, from Kansas City. The Chiefs continue to add on. They're really rolling. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, here's Freeman. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ryan, blitz coming, and down he goes. Zach Brown making his presence felt in the backfield. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Here's Ryan to throw. And that will be incomplete. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, two.
They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. They go counter with Breida. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And he'll go down at the 28. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
21. I got you. Switch. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. 45.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Check.
This is Breida. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Grady Jarrett with the tackle. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Here I come again.
They will take the knee here, and they will finish this regular season with a victory.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Niners, it's an 11th win of the year as they'll finish the regular season at 11-5. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they wanted desperately to finish at 500, but that won't happen as it'll be a 7-9 season in the end. And as division champs, they will host a playoff game next week in the wild card round. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.